Hello guys, what is up? I'm Emily, welcome back to my channel, and today's video I'm going to be doing a little sit down, chill out with you guys and talk about my best and worst purchases of 2020. I think this is a good thing, but I have very minimal worst purchases. I have a lot of good purchases. So I'm just going to dive right in, and I know I really like watching these videos, so if you enjoy this type of video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, guys, if you want to see more from me, because I'm definitely going to be diving into more health, wellness, and just general lifestyle videos over the coming months. And let's get started. So 2020 was definitely a year of online purchases for many people. I'm sure you are also guilty of the Amazon shopping during this time. We weren't able to go shopping, we weren't able to go out, see anyone, so shopping was kind of like a guilty pleasure for me during that time, and I definitely bought more than I needed, and I've probably gotten rid of a lot of it since then, and it's only probably been like 6 months. So because there are less of the worst purchases of 2020, I'm just going to start off with that, and then we'll move into the best ones. My first one being the most obvious thing that probably everyone agrees with is eating out. Skip the dishes, Uber Eats, DoorDash, just fast food in general. I know that I wasted so much money on anything fast food related when I could have just easily made something similar or something just generally healthier at home and save a lot of money in the long run. And on top of that, you're just, working on you, working on your health, and not giving money to these huge corporations that are literally filling your body with junk. So that's definitely a 2020 worst purchase for me. If I had a choice, I would try and ban myself from skip the dishes or something, but I don't think that's a thing. So definitely fast food is my number one worst purchase. My next worst purchase is actually a gym membership, which I know seems like kind of opposite to the last thing, but I guess it was mostly 2019 that I had a gym membership, but from January until lockdown in March of 2020, I did have a gym membership. I did go to the gym. I really wish I would have known to have canceled it before all of that happened, because they didn't really charge you during the time we were off since the gyms were closed, but as soon as they opened back up, I went and I canceled, and I had to wait and pay an extra 3 months of a gym membership when I didn't even go because I didn't feel safe. So I now have a home gym set up, and I'm really happy with it, and I feel like just going to the gym in general during 2020 with everything going on was one of my worst purchases and worst ideas. And the last worst purchase of 2020 that I can think of is just general secondhand thrifted purchases that were impulsive in the moment and I did not need. Because I work at a thrift shop, I get a pretty decent discount on those things, and I use it as an excuse to buy whatever I want from there, but sometimes I don't need things from there and I just do it anyway. So I definitely paid for a lot of random accessories and clothes and houseware items and furniture items that I probably didn't need during 2020 or in general, and I know for a fact that I've gotten rid of things or I'm just not really feeling them anymore. So I could have easily saved probably hundreds of dollars if I did not shop after work on some days. So that was my last worst purchase of 2020, and now we're gonna get into the good ones. There is definitely a bigger list here on my phone of best purchases, because I just feel like I really did invest in myself a lot last year, and I'm still doing so this year. So although there were some bad ones, I'm happy to say that I feel like I'm definitely doing better with money, and purchases that I'm making are more so investment in quality items as opposed to things that I don't need or things that I would just no longer be interested in down the line. Say is a best purchase for me is not really an item per se, but it's moving into this house. So when I moved in, I was here with Isaac and we paid half and half each. I'm now currently living here alone, but regardless, I feel so at peace here. I feel just like I'm meant to be here, and the rent is so worth it for me because I genuinely just love where I live. I feel secure, I feel safe, I feel comfortable, and so I would say the best purchase of 2020 was moving into this house. I have zero regrets in doing so, and I'm excited for my mom to move in and see where things go. If you haven't already seen my house tour, it's on this channel. Go check it out if you're interested in understanding how much I love this place, why I love this place. I would definitely go check it out if you are interested. I'll link it down below. The second best thing that I would say on my list is adopting Flora. So I picked her up on December 31st of 2020, but I adopted her officially like a week or two before that. I know it's the end of the 2020, but either way, she was definitely one of my best purchases. Adopting her was so worth it. Her and Felix get along relatively well. She makes me so happy. She's the cuddliest, sweetest little girl in the entire world, and I'm just so happy I was able to give her a home when I could. So that would definitely be my second biggest and best purchase of 2020. I don't really like considering her to be like a purchase, but I did have to pay money to receive her, so she's definitely a purchase in some capacity. The next best purchase I would have to say is my exercise bike. So I got this on Amazon like in November or October, and I am obsessed with it. I use it multiple times a week. It's so smooth, quiet, and it just does the trick. It's so much better on my knees, and I regret in no way purchasing this item. I know that we used to have a treadmill, and you guys might have seen that in videos, but it broke because we bought it used, so I was determined to buy a relatively cheap, inexpensive exercise bike as opposed to a treadmill, and it just saves so much room, doesn't take up that much space. It is a bit heavy, but it's not too heavy, so it's easily transportable, like if I move. And like I said, it's just so much better on my knees, and I really enjoy using it up to 10 times per week. So that is a really, really good purchase for me, and it is a great addition to my home gym setup. The next thing that I purchased, and it is a best purchase for me, is my iPad. So I did have a MacBook Pro for about 5 years, and I decided that before it kind of crapped out, I wanted to sell it to someone who needed a relatively decent laptop. So I sold it, and for around the same price, I was able to buy a brand new iPad. And I have a desktop computer as well, so having something as small and compact as an iPad is super useful for me. I'm not in school anymore, so I don't need like this laptop to type on or anything, but I did buy a Bluetooth keyboard for my iPad, and it's basically the exact same thing. So I'm really happy with the iPad. I think it was a great purchase, and now I have a desktop for when I need to do editing and an iPad that is easily transportable. So the last few best purchases are just little things, but I still think that they bring me so much joy, and I have zero regrets buying them in 2020. So the first one is my spice rack and my spice holders. It's so aesthetically pleasing to just cook with spices that are all in the same packaging, all like shown on a rack just for everyone to see. It's just labeled perfectly. I don't even know how to describe it. You guys are gonna see a clip in this video of everything, but it's just so aesthetically pleasing, something added to your kitchen that's kind of like a decor piece, but it's still being utilized. I have zero regrets on purchasing the rack or the little glass bottles to put them in. It's just perfect, and it makes me want to cook more. If you guys have been on the fence about buying little spice holders and a spice rack, I would highly recommend, because it's changed the game for cooking for me, and again, it just looks so cute. Another best purchase for me is something that I actually did buy at my work, but it is an Ikea plate set. So it came with 6 bowls, 6 small plates, and 6 big plates, and it's just this really chic, all black look, and I know that they come in a bunch of different colors, but I'm really digging the black, and I think that it looks just so nice and so, again, so aesthetically pleasing. And it was really inexpensive, but they're really good plates that can go in the dishwasher, go in the microwave, all that stuff. So I really like them. I do eventually want to change my plates and stuff to more of like a stoneware look, but at least Ikea's items are relatively cheap enough that I have these for a couple of years, and I love them so much. And my last best purchase of 2020 are all of my baby plants. I am obsessed with plants. I'm a plant mom. I think I have like 11 now or something, and they're all across my house, but I absolutely love every single plant. Everything to do with my plants too are best purchases. So all the planters that I bought a plant stand, I bought plant food, a watering can, all those things I have zero regrets buying, and I love being able to walk around my house and actually see life and see it grow and just see it flourish. I think that it just brings so much positivity into my life. I don't know what it is about plants, but I just want a million of them. So that is my last best purchase. And that is the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like videos related more to like money and purchases and stuff like that, please be sure to let me know. I would actually really love to do a what I spend in a week video again. I did one probably about a year ago when the trend first started, and I really enjoyed doing it. So if you guys want to see something like that from me, just comment down below, give this video a big thumbs up, and thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.